Welcome to the Investment Process Channel. I am C3 Christopher Campbell. This is the channel where we teach you how to manage your risk in order to create generational wealth. Let's get into it. Today we're going to talk about the best times to trade. So I trade with MetaTrader. So most times, like on Thinkorswim or some other trading platforms, they have your local time on there, whatever time you're trading at that time. And if you're trading on something like MetaTrader 4, like I do, there is a fixed time. What I mean by fixed, I'll show you in 1 second. So if you look here, down here at the bottom, right along this time scale, I have this on the 5 minute, 30 minute. So for MetaTrader, the time scale on the bottom is fixed. You can't change it. You can't go in and do anything to it. It's just the same time frame. And that time frame is based off of, I believe it's Greenwich Mean Time +2, and that's the European schedule. So if you look at that and you're like a little bit confused why your time doesn't exactly line up with any other time, that's the time zone it's on. It's very important to understand that so that you can compare your schedule, the times you trade per day, and when those are, to those optimum times of the markets that you're in and that you're trading in. So you always notice I have Japanese, British pound, yen up. It's the perfect example. I'm in America. British pound is Europe, and Japanese yen is Japan. And those are pretty much the three major exchanges that kind of control the movement of the market. So the main thing, the best times to trade, you want to make sure you're trading during those times that the volume is high, and that's really what it's all about. So when you're trading, you want to make sure you're trading during high volume times, and those are like the best times to trade. However, you do need to understand that if you're trading on like a MetaTrader 4 or a Thinkorswim or things like that, to understand what time your display is showing as opposed to the times that the exchanges are open and closing. So I pulled together a couple of things. Let's take a look at that. So if you're trading on MetaTrader, the MetaTrader time zone, you got to understand the owner is MetaQuotes. They're located somewhere around in the Mediterranean Sea, so they use the Greenwich Mean Time +2. So to understand that and understand the offset of that Greenwich Mean Time +2, let's just take a look at what Greenwich Mean Time is currently as opposed to what the +2 time would look like. So if you look, let's take a look at where we're at what time we are currently on the MetaTrader app. So if you go over to the MetaTrader app and we take a look, right now it's looking like it's 2 a.m. 0200, right? So a little bit past 0200. And again, I said Greenwich Mean Time is like the base time that they use +2. So it's 2 o'clock here. Let's see what time it is in Europe or the Greenwich Mean Time, where the base time is. So if we take a look, I'm in Eastern Time in America. Greenwich Mean Time is 12:33, so that's about 0:33. Greenwich Mean Time, you see, Greenwich Mean Time is 0:100. And for America, for Eastern Time, Greenwich Mean Time is -5 hours. And so if we scroll down to the +2 is the Eastern European Time. So now you understand exactly why they've set it up like that, because their software is based off of the European time frame, European time schedule. So Eastern European Time is +2. That's what they've based their 0-100 hours off of. And again, if you want to scroll down here, since we're west of the Greenwich Mean Time, you'll see right here Eastern Time is -5. So why is all this important? So what you want to do is make sure you're trading during prime trading times. Prime trading times meaning high volume times. When you're trading different instruments, you want to make sure that whichever way the market is moving, that's the time that the largest volume of trading is going on. So these three main stock exchange and exchange groups are pretty much the ones that move the market the most. So you want to be aware of these trading times and the times that they're in their prime trading hours. So let's take a look at the London Stock Exchange. They're the Greenwich Mean Time. That's the 0 that we looked at earlier. Their trading time, their regular trading time is between 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Then they have another one in their afternoon session is 12:02 to 4:30 p.m. Those are their prime trading times, and that's where the volume is the highest during those trading times. You see they have a couple of other hours where they do some trading, like, and they're not trading like from 12:40 to 1:15 p.m. So, just be a little bit conscious of, they're doing some post-close trading during those times, and just be aware of that you probably want to wait to get into a position probably a little bit later than that. Let's go to the next one. New York Stock Exchange. So going back to the time zone, it's Eastern Standard Time. It's Greenwich Mean Time -5. So Eastern Standard Time -5, Greenwich Mean Time. That's 5 minus 12. What's that, like 7 p.m. or 2100? No, 1900 for Eastern Standard Time. You see they have a pre-opening session of 6:30 a.m. They have an early trading session of 7 o'clock a.m. to 9:30 a.m. But their main trading session is from 9:30 a.m. to 4 o'clock p.m. Then they have a late one from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. So just be mainly aware of, the core trading session is the 9:30 a.m. to 4 o'clock p.m. Those are like the super high volume. They do trade like outside of those times, but the volume isn't high. But you want to be part of the ones, you want to be part of the market when the volume is high. So make sure if you're trading a instrument that's moving during the New York Stock Exchange time, you want to be during that 9:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. time. Let's take a look at the next one, the Japan Exchange Group. Japan Exchange Group. They're plus 9 hours. That's Japan Standard Time. You see they have their regular trading time from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. That's their morning session. And then they have their afternoon session, which is 12:30 to 3 o'clock p.m. So any time outside of those hours, the market will move, but there won't be high volume. And that's what you want to stay within those high volume times to increase your risk of success during your trades. Again, those off hours when the volume is low, you're more subject to being stopped out and trades not going your way, because there are people out there that have the money to move the market the way they want it to, and we're typically not one of them. If you're looking at me and you're trying to get into trading and trying to build your wealth, you're not one of those people that move it, and that's just the reality of the matter. I'm not one of those people that move the market like that. So make sure you're trading during those sessions where the volume is high, and make sure that whatever instrument that you're using, the prime time to trade during those times, that you're keeping track of that, making sure you're trading during those times. So again, if you like this information, hit that thumbs up button. More to come. Let's hit that subscribe button as well. I'm trying to get up to 10,000 subscribers as quick as possible, and so I want to probably do a giveaway real soon. So let's get those subscriptions up, and I really appreciate your time. This is Christopher Campbell, C3, with the Investment Process channel. Thank you.